Alright, guys. Let's see if he can figure out where Watachi is. Today. This is Saturday. But this is right here's downtown somewhere. And I want to give a shot on this restaurant we're eating at.
Slurry that's sprayed.
To the next one. Guys, I want you to know the video that you just saw. I know some of you are going to know what city it is. I'm not going to mention a city, but I am going to mention the Hard Rock Cafe. Now, I've heard about this Hard Rock Cafe restaurant. Oh, I've heard people bragging about the food. Hold on a minute, I gotta hook up being told my battery's getting ready to die. Give me just a second, guys. We'll fix that problem. Boom. I don't care too much for expensive food. I really don't. And I don't eat in any fast food. But I don't like to go somewhere where it costs me and my wife $50 for anything. Anything. I don't care what it is. I don't eat lobster. Lobster ain't worth 2 cents to me. Not worth 2 cents to me. I'll tell you what, I'd rather hit a local little bar somewhere that's not real busy or whatever. They'll slap you up a hamburger better than what lobster tastes like. Even if they dragged it across the kitchen floor a couple of times. That's the way I see it. Now, I love shrimp. I love crab meat. I eat all that stuff. I've eaten shark, all kind. What they call them? We call them rockfish or striped bass. I've eaten all kinds of stuff. I've deep sea fished both Atlantic, Pacific, both Gulf, California, and Mexico. So I've eaten a lot of this stuff. I don't even know why I'm talking about what I'm eating. But, this is why. I can't keep everything straight. But, I don't really care. And my family, my daughter and my son and my son's wife like to eat in expensive places. And they've taken me and my wife to many in many areas. That's one of the things they do, take us to places with good food, or what they consider good food, or expensive, places. Well, they were talking about doing a trip to where we went to, and they were asking me and my wife if we had ever eaten at a Hard Rock Cafe. No. There was one other time we tried to eat at a Wahlburgers up in Cleveland. Oh, that was a planned thing and everything. There was an air show going on the weekend that we were there, and you weren't allowed to park anywhere near this restaurant. And old Pop can only walk maybe. Well, I can walk from here to the house, and I ain't in trouble. But if I walk a lot, I can't breathe. I can't do it. Uh, Even with inhalers, I can't walk real far. Uh, but we they always want want to take me and my wife to places that they think are good places to eat and that they enjoy and everything. So we don't have a problem with that. And we've eaten in a lot of places now that they freak out. We go into some big uh, barbecue place or a steakhouse or something, and I order a cheeseburger or something because I ain't gonna let nobody spend no $50 on me to eat a steak and whatever. Hell, for $50 I can get me my rope out and go get me a whole deer. I ain't playing with you. But anyway, we go to this. They wanted to take me and my wife to Hard Rock Cafe. My son and his wife and my granddaughter beat us there. They were the ones that set it all this whole day up. And I, as long as I'm with my family, I don't care what's going on. Hell, as long as it ain't killing me, I'm game. You know, we'll try it. And so they told us to meet them at the Hard Rock Cafe in this town because they were coming from a different direction than we were. So we didn't meet up first and then all go there. So we met them at this location, and my son, my daughter-in-law got there before I did. Before I got there, they got there before I got there. My daughter and my wife was with me, but it was me that they were worried about. Now this Hard Rock Cafe, never walked into one, never cared to. I heard about them, didn't impress me none. I'm not that age anymore. Maybe if they had them around when I was of that age, I might have went in and out of them, but it ain't no big deal to me, you know. And but they got there first, and RuPaul drag race happening at the Hard Rock Cafe. Oh yeah. Oh, I ain't messing with you. That was happening. I opened up the door to let my wife and my daughter in, and the first person coming out, I was like, what? Not gonna say anything that's gonna upset you guys. As I walk in the doors behind my wife, they're everywhere. I was thinking, wait a minute. Are they the waitresses and the bartenders and all are of this Pride Month? That's how I'm gonna put it. They're everywhere. I could feel the demons. Think I'm playing. Now I walk in, and me and my wife and my daughter walk into this Hard Rock Cafe. There ain't anybody in there with a hair color that is real. there's a, about half the people I think I'm pretty sure I know what sex they are. But me and my wife and my daughter walk all the way through one side of this place over to the other side, and we couldn't find my son, my daughter in law, and my granddaughter said they were already there. And I'm walking back, and I'm like, I, I, I'm sorry. I walk with Jesus. This is wrong. My wife texted my son, and they said, we're in here. And I said, but look, they're not in this inside here. They must be out on the patio or something. They're not in here. They're not going to be. And I told her, I'll be back. I walked back through this mess. Walked out the back door, and they had another section that was still indoors and air conditioning, and then another set of doors that take you clean out by the river. And they had seats out there as well. But once I walked through into that middle section, I looked over and I saw my son and my daughter-in-law, and so I walked right straight back through the mess. Told my wife and daughter, I said, I found them. Let's go. Clown show. And I want to ask you guys, I run Lyft and Uber for 7 years. And every big town I operated out of, they have damn near a whole street for you. Any kind of bars, any kind of whatever you want on that street. I know you want more, but you're just in a minority. You're a very small, even speck of society. You don't get the whole city. You don't get the whole city with your nastiness. Indianapolis had 40 bars down one main street that run right straight through it, and several outside of that. Not enough. No, you want to take over Hard Rock Cafe. You want to take over every place that, just like an infection or a parasite, you're this little small minority of brainwashed people who have mental problems that's this big, and you think we all need to put up with you. We don't have to associate with heathens. Sorry, the Bible does not state we are to coexist with evil. We don't have to coexist with demons or demon seeds or evil of any kind. Matter of fact, Bible pretty much tell you to kill it or get away from it. If you can't kill it, get away from it. Why do you have to bring your nastiness to everywhere? I'm only asking this because you didn't only bring it to the Hard Rock Cafe at the time I was going to be there. We did a stupid 2-hour tour around the whole city on top of a double-decker bus. You know what? Because I got my granddaughter, my daughter-in-law, my son, my daughter, my wife was all there. it wasn't that bad. It kind of sucked. We didn't realize we weren't going to be able to get off the bus for 2 hours, because if we did, we weren't going to get a ride back to where we started. So we kind of got screwed, and but it sucked. But with my family there, it was all right. I could deal with it. My wife's sitting right next to me. In some cases, our granddaughter in my lap or hers, and sitting right next to me. But we went through this town, and they had it marked everywhere we went for 2 hours, north, south, east, and west. They got it marked. This little small, mentally problemed people that can't describe what a woman is. That much is controlling that entire city. Controlling it. Do you guys really think that's right? And for those of you that think these men even act like a woman, I don't care how much, if you sprayed them with an inch of paint and slapped them in any, I don't care what kind of clothes you put these guys in. They don't look like or even act like a woman. A flesh and blood female. They cannot act like one. Most of them. Now, there are actors and actresses that can do portrayals or whatever. But why do you gotta bring your perverted nastiness to every inch of everything? Like a parasite. Once you get latched in, or like a tick, you just suck till you explode. Well, for one, if that's the way the city I was in today is going to be, you can have it. The whole place. Every inch of it, it ain't worth a dang to me. Because I'm not going to coexist with this nastiness, this evilness. And I won't ever agree to sit down in a restaurant that charged us what they charged us for that meal and put up with a fucking clown show. I love you. God loves you. Jesus loves you. But that don't mean we have to put up with your nasty actions. We don't have to. I don't have to. Jesus gonna judge you. He ain't gonna put up with it either. So what do you got? You better enjoy it for this temporary blink of an eye that the life on this dirt is. Because if you don't learn somewhere between the day you were born and the day you die, you're not going to like what's coming. And it's coming. He's coming. Love you guys.